Welcome back to Rhythm and Roads. I'm your host, Joshua Jacob. We have a very special guest with us. We have JD, Jason Davenport. He's actually a filmmaker, stuntman. So it's a pleasure to have him on Rhythm and Roads. Welcome, sir.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, man. Yeah, man. And actually, I met you at the Las Cruces International Film Festival. It was a pleasure getting to know you a bit there and meeting you. And here we are to hear your story. So, yeah, man, it's been nice to have you on. So, looking forward to the rest.
Excited for this.
Yeah, man. So I know that was a cool video you sent me the other day, which I'm looking forward to posting it soon. But you were strapped to a car, and so before we go into the main story, what was that about?
So basically, we have a friend who's doing a pitch for a TV show
Okay,
that's taking place somewhere in the Southeast,
nice.
and they want to do a recreation of a skateboard stunt gag, Marty McFly, where he goes over the
Oh,
car.
no way. Okay,
So we were doing what we call previs in the stunt world is we shoot it and then
okay,
we send it over to production and go, hey, this is what we can do with the dates, the budget, and what we have.
okay.
And I was recording the skateboarder coming at the car, but I was holding the camera in my hand, so I needed to be strapped down so I don't fall off the car and get injured as well.
Dang, that's so cool, dude. Just to experience those moments of just being on a car and strapped and just having moved to get shots. That's pretty cool. So,
It's an exciting thing and it's fun. That's the luxury of being in stunts is they sort of come to us with this one line in a script and it'll be car hits skateboarder, skateboarder jumps over.
wow.
And then we get a team together and go, okay, what do we have in the trucks? Let's see what
Yeah.
we can do.
Right. That's how it goes. Interesting. Well, thanks for sharing that part of your story of just getting to know you on that little episode that that you sent me that video. That was pretty cool. But let's get to know you, man. So, like, at what age, at what point in your journey of the start that got you interested in being a stuntman, filmmaker, pursuing that career field? If you'd like to share that.
So I grew up in Chaparral, New Mexico, and I remember I would make silly projects for school, and
Yeah.
they would always be kids would film something, and then I would go and film us doing dirt biking stuff.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Um, I was going to go to theater, or I was going to go to film school and play baseball, and I'd
Okay.
gotten into USC in Texas and couldn't afford the film school. Saw a Cirque du Soleil show, decided that's what I should do. So I joined college cheerleading,
Yeah.
went and got a theater degree so I could learn rigging and went and did 10 years at Cirque du Soleil. Pandemic happened and I decided time for something new. So I moved to LA.
That's awesome, dude. So you're in LA?
I was in LA to start and
Okay.
I moved to LA and the first day I was there, someone called me for Wakanda Forever.
Oh, wow.
So I put my stuff down, jumped in my car, drove across the country, woke up Monday morning and started on Wakanda Forever.
Dang, dude. What an opportunity to be part of that. That's amazing. How was it working on that film?
It was big.
Wow.
I remember walking in and there's so much blue screen. Other productions in the world couldn't be filming because Marvel had all the blue and green screen that was left during shortages of manufacturing.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It was big and gnarly, and we had a lot of downtime. So I didn't go to film school, and I remember I would lay in the grid. They would give us like, hey, you have 3 hours off, disappear. And I would lay up in the grid and I would watch Ryan Coogler direct water unit with his stunt coordinator, Chris Dennison.
Yeah.
And I had a little moleskin notepad and I would take notes. I'm like, oh, that's what does that guy do? Write it down and go home and look it up. So I basically worked a movie and went to film school at the same time.
That's cool because you looked it up, did your research, probably even YouTube University, and just saw the how to do stuff. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Man, just to be a part of that film, that's amazing, dude. Good for you.
It was a good coming out the gate first film.
That was your first?
That was my first film.
Oh, dude, yeah. What a way to land a first, man.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. What other films have you worked on?
I did that one. I did a TV show called Ironheart. I just did two A24 movies this year. I did one up in Chicago called Enemies.
Okay.
Really great director on that. It's his first time working with A24. And then I did Onslaught in Albuquerque, which was another exciting one that's coming out this year. I did something with Owen Wilson this year, Rolling Loud. And then
Owen Wilson?
there's quite a bit of like these $5 million horror films we get to do with stunt people, which are
Oh, that's
the
cool.
horror films are the most exciting one. Everyone's having fun.
Oh, wow.
We lost a body at 3 a.m. in a lake. and they're a prop body.
Okay.
And I was working water safety, and they're like, well, it's only like 13 feet deep. We just don't know where the body is. And I threw on some, and we needed it for a shot. So I went in and swam around for a little bit and found a string, pulled it up, and got the prop body back on the boat.
Dang, dude, that's crazy. So you actually do that too for film as well. Like if they need help in finding stuff, you just go down and
So
retrieve
that,
it.
again, stunts is that go-to department of I might have more days as a stunt rigger,
Yeah.
which you won't see on camera, but if you're one hero flying through the scene, there's 10 riggers behind him.
Dang.
And then I've done water safety, which is for every person in the water and near the water. I'm sitting there with my pool noodle and we're watching. And actually, last week we were doing a test project for a friend's short film. We were at a cliff dive spot. It's going to be a Laura Croft style thing. And he's going to hit this. He's an old Red Bull cliff diver and he's going to flip into the water.
Wow.
We were there testing it and I had my water safety, and an 11-year-old kid fell into the water from 40 feet wrong.
Oh man.
And it was three of us who've all worked water safety on Moana and different stuff jump
Yeah.
in the water. And the kid was fine, but he was, you know, enough that we had to swim to shore.
Dang. Wow. Well, good for you, man, saving him. Like those, yeah, those tides can really push you out. So
And that's the thing too, is like we do a lot of there's so much more training. We do swift water rescue classes because anytime a movie comes up on the water, it's sort of the same thing as that cars. Like the actors are worried about it, the directors are worried about it, and there's 7 stunt people off of camera
Holy.
watching.
Wow. That's crazy, dude. What a trip. Well, I do want to get into one of your projects that you mentioned, and not today, but you mentioned to me a while back. Pool toys.
Yes, Pool Toys was my first experience producing a short film.
Oh, cool. You want to share a little bit about that?
It started during the pandemic. There's a gentleman I did Cirque du Soleil with for a few years. We did
Okay.
water shows in Vegas, Miguel Garcia. And we were sitting down and we were chatting one day and we were like, why don't we, we're on strike. Let's do something fun.
Yeah.
And it started with us just talking through neat little ideas and turned into a 4-day shoot. We had about 27 people working on it.
Oh, okay.
Everybody was excited. And we were sitting there and we're chatting about it. And somebody goes, you should do film festivals. Like, oh, that's not a bad idea. And because I was just going to do it straight for the social medias
Yeah.
and started learning to navigate the film festival route, which is really exciting as a stunt guy because you get to these events and you're the only stunt film there.
Wow. Yeah.
So everybody's like, hey, I want to do. There's a gentleman I met out at the Las Cruces Film Festival, and he's doing a Star Wars parody. And he goes, I
Oh,
just
yeah.
wanted to do some wire stuff. We know the guys, we have the equipment. And we get to expand our circle outside of our department.
That's good. Yeah. I think that Star Wars, the director, it's well, I forgot the name of the movie, but I know who you're talking about. Yeah, because I met him.
He has some other ones planned. And I remember he's a VFX guy who is same thing as the rest of us. When times are slow, he just wants to do things.
Yeah.
And he was chatting. He was like, I don't know how much of a budget I have. And it's, hey, right now, it's our money. Our budget is let's show up and help each other. As soon as the studios get behind us, we'll talk about day rate. But right now, let's just make stuff.
Yeah, let's just get out and make something. Have fun with it.
Have fun with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so Pull Toys was also a lot of stunt, right? Like you mentioned one time that it was different stuff that you guys did, just having fun making action scenes and
Yeah, and that's what it was. It was different iterations of during the pandemic. I hid out in Puerto Rico and did surf photography. So I got really into water housings and things like that. And it was Miguel is Namor's stunt double. So he is proficient underwater. He's a former Cirque du Soleil acrobat, so he's great on a wire.
oh wow.
I'm pretty good in water. I've done a TV show, Rescue High Surf, pretty good in the ocean.
Yeah.
And I was like, why don't we do things? People think water is this new world, not new world. People think water is something really hard to do and it's familiar. It's in our back pockets. So we'll go in and out of the water. We'll get the camera shots here. We'll do this. And it really grew from there
Wow.
into a story.
That's cool. Very cool, man. How long did it take you to make the film?
We had one day of test rigging,
Okay.
one day of prep, 3 days of shooting, and I spent probably 6 months writing it and trying to figure out what to do. It was, we should do storyboards. Let's do this script. And that way we got on set, and I don't want everyone to waste anybody's time.
Yeah.
So it was, if the shot on the storyboard has a blue outline, we know it's a water shot. This is the next gag. These are the props we need. And then I learned about post production, which is a nightmare.
Oh man.
Um, it was learning how to color correct, remove wires. Because it's our own project, I don't have a
Right.
budget to hire people.
Yeah.
Um, I'd say it turned out pretty well. We always see our own cracks, and I'm ready for the next ones.
All right, man. Well, what's the next project? What do you got going on?
I currently have 3 shorts in pitch deck development with
Okay.
scripts. One of them is like a virtual reality creature,
Okay.
which requires some big creature movement from Miguel in the woods. We're actually going to test rig that this week. I am doing, if you've ever seen Rocket League, the video game where you drive remote control cars and hit a big soccer ball.
No, I have not seen that. No.
It's a really popular game. You drive these little remote control cars and you hit a soccer ball into goals. And
No,
I'm getting
wow. That's
a
cool.
couple of the premier stunt drivers in the Atlanta area, baby driver stunt doubles, and we're going to try to shoot a live action soccer match with cars and this big 6 foot beach ball,
What?
which we have 10
Okay.
of those beach balls because I wholeheartedly know we're going to pop a bunch of them. And then I have another one that we are submitting to an Ari Aster
Yeah.
uh, creator camp out in Austin, Texas.
Oh wow, man.
Yeah.
I like Austin. I actually been there. It's pretty nice.
I love Austin. I love the barbecue. I like the people. I don't like the humidity. As I said,
Oh, beautiful
Atlanta,
though.
Georgia, man, I
Oh,
miss
dude.
Albuquerque.
Yeah, Albuquerque's nice. I actually lived in Rio Rancho for a bit. Did you mention earlier in the beginning of this you lived in Chaparral?
Yeah, so I'm from Chaparral.
Dude, that's crazy because I mean El Paso is like right there by Chaparral.
Actually, exciting thing about Pool Toys just got into the El Paso Film Festival.
Oh, I did. Oh, shoot for September 25th, right?
Yep. So I'm
Nice.
going to do like 5 weeks of work with Cirque du Soleil. I'll be
Okay.
going to Denver, Canada, Washington, D.C., and then I fly back to El Paso. My mom's still in the area, and I'll be at the El Paso Film Festival for that.
Very cool, dude. Well, I'll see you there, hopefully, because I wanted to Jessica Ann Jimenez, an actress out there in Las Cruces, her and I are trying to get do some projects with El Paso Film Festival, so we're gonna do that.
I mean, if there's anything that anyone from our group can do to help out, you let us know.
Oh yeah, dude, that'd be cool.
I'm gonna have my stunt rigging equipment with me because my brother had a silly idea for a short. So I'm gonna bring a bunch of my equipment. So even if we do some cool, like, I mean, talk to El Paso Film Festival, let's drop some stunt guy in for a big opening thing. Like,
That'd be cool, dude.
we have
Actually,
the technology to do it.
really? Oh my
Yeah.
God. That'd be so cool to do that. That actually reminds me, I know this is funny, but didn't they do that at some award ceremony where they dropped what was his name onto Eminem's lap?
Oh, I was thinking of a couple of my friends worked on Fall Guy, and they
Okay.
all got to go to the premiere where they're like on the red carpet. There's dirt bikes and backflips and getting yanking through there, and everyone was like, "Oh, this is exciting." I was like, "It's not. These are rehearsal days. Like, more festivals should have that." And I really think as stunts is getting into the Oscar and finally getting the recognition they've been putting in for 100 years of filmmaking, I think a lot of film festivals are going to want to lean into action films. It is a whole subgenre and it's exciting and more people are doing it. So
That's
it's,
cool.
yeah, I think a film like if Crucis opened a whole action category,
Yeah.
I really think their submissions would, because when we make films, we look through the film festivals and there's not a lot of action film festivals out there. So you just need a couple of them to go, hey, we're going to cater towards you guys. And then every one of us is going to show up.
All right. I mean, yeah, that is interesting. There's not a lot out there, I've
Mm-hmm.
noticed. And so with I mean, you're saying Pool Toys did make it into El Paso, right?
Pool Toys made it into El Paso.
And do you know which date? Like if it's September,
It's
they're going to show it?
I don't know the date, but I actually need to find out because another project that I did making pool toys, I learned how to edit really well.
Okay.
Well, I learned how to edit really well. And then ended up helping out Gretchen Maycorn with her project. And
Oh,
she
cool.
got
Nice.
into Gig Harbor the same weekend. So we're trying to figure out if I could do like the opening day of El Paso and then fly up to Gig Harbor for another film that I did some of the editing on.
I see. Okay. I mean, I would think that's possible. I mean, just
It's all on a schedule, and if not, I'll hang out and have some Chicos tacos and hang out with my mom and go see a Chihuahuas game, which I'm totally okay with as well.
yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, Chico's tacos.
Every time.
Yeah. That's, I never knew that, dude, that you lived out like in Chaparral. I mean, wow. It's
Yeah, I
ex
went to Gadsden High School, did
okay.
my basics at NMSU, and then
Yeah.
graduated from UNM.
Wow. Awesome, dude. That's awesome. And so now that I mean, you're going to go to Canada as well. What are you going to plan on doing there?
So I started working. I got really lucky in this one. When I was an acrobat at Cirque du Soleil,
Yeah.
I had a Canadian work permit. My show was going through there. As soon as I got off the road, my work permit was still good, and
Okay.
they needed a rigger right away in Canada. And I knew enough about rigging at the time that they were like, "Hey, this kid's got his work permit. He's done some rigging for us. We could teach him the rest." So
Okay.
they flew me out 12 hours later,
Wow.
and the person I started shadowing is still a really good friend of mine. I'm trying to pull him over into the stunt world, and I started rigging for Cirque, and it was just that lucky opportunity. So now the same gentleman who's the head of that tour is bringing me up, and I'm putting a big top together in Calgary, Canada for 2 weeks.
That's cool, man. Good for you, brother.
Cool weather too. It won't be
Oh,
hot.
yeah. Yeah.
Denver to Calgary, I'm happy about that one.
That's it. That's very cool. I've been to Canada once. It was actually Vancouver, just for the day, but oh my God, it was
Vancouver
beautiful.
is spectacular.
Oh yeah.
I actually submitted to a couple film festivals up in that area just to like, you pick these, oh, like Norway would be a lot of fun. And they have an action filmmaker over there. So I was like, let's make this a vacation at the same time.
Might as well.
Yeah,
Cool, man. I do want to ask the Circus Soleil, you ever done any in Las Vegas?
I did. I did a couple in Vegas. I did a show called The Rev, which is a water
Oh,
show.
really? Yeah, the Rev. Okay.
And actually, some of the best stunt performers I know came out of that show. There's a gentleman, Josh Freed, Kelly Phelan, Kelly McDonald. They were these world class gymnasts who worked their tail off in Vegas, and they're now killing it in the stunt world. Um, and then I did one called The Beatles Love.
Oh, you did that one. Okay.
I did The Beatles Love for a number of years. I did a bunch of, they do like special events. So we would do these one night for one drop charity events.
Okay.
Um, and then coming out of the pandemic, I almost went and did another show in Vegas, but it was time for something new.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, it's so cool. I never did see the Beatles show, but I heard it was really good.
Beatles was good. I was just telling someone, I think I did about 3,100 shows with Cirque du Soleil over the 10 years.
3,100? Wow. At a what year span?
I started in 2012,
Oh, wow, dude.
and then I was in Vegas for the Beatles Love when we closed for the pandemic.
Oh, okay.
So all the way up to, was it 2020?
Yeah, 2020.
Yeah.
Wow, man. And then now that hotel, the Mirage, right? I
It's
think,
becoming the Hard Rock.
yeah, it's becoming Hard Rock, which,
Yeah.
well, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, Mirage was actually a classic hotel that's been around forever, but, I guess they brought down the Tropicana, they brought down, uh,
Vegas changes. And that's the thing
uh,
is being in Vegas for 10 years,
mhm.
it's it's really good at revamping and reshaping and following the trends, and that's what Vegas does.
Yeah, they're like, it's time for new stuff. Let's go. But
Mm-hmm.
I just hope they don't get rid of like Bellagio. I mean, I think that's always going to stay. I mean, the fountains and all that.
I don't know I don't think anything in Vegas is ever permanent. And that's the hard part is you go, oh, the Bellagio fountains are amazing. And you're one Chinese investor away from a different thing. And
Yeah, that's
thankfully they do
true.
stuff, they tend to make things a little bit better.
Yeah.
It's always refreshing. So it's new technology. They do an okay job, I'd say.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, have you gone to the Sphere?
It's actually funny. I got a message yesterday. My friend needs help in the live show world. They call it automation. You're driving computer winches to move people in stages,
Okay.
and he needed somebody to come help him on Backstreet Boys for 2 months at the Sphere. But I already committed to Cirque, so
Oh, bro. Oh, man. That would have been cool, dude.
I have a video. We did one of these one night for one drops, and we were
Yeah.
at the after party behind New York, New York. And they're like, hey, there's a new band coming to town. They want to test out their song set for you guys. We're all standing there, and the Backstreet Boys walked on stage 6 feet in front of us. And I did not know.
What?
I knew every single word to every single Backstreet. And I wasn't, everybody went crazy. They sang like 5 songs and then
Oh
they
my
stepped off the
God.
stage and they started having drinks and hanging out with us. And it was like,
What,
oh,
bro? That's so cool.
it was. And that's the thing is like, thankfully I did Cirque before getting into the film industry because now, I'm standing on set and Owen Wilson walks up to me and kicks the stunt guy in the nuts next to me. And you're like, oh, that's Owen. Thankfully, those years at
Yeah.
Cirque kind of got me like, that's just Brad,
Yeah.
Mr. Pitt, Mr. Pitt.
So you're telling me that, well, I'm going back to Backstreet, is that they walk, I mean, did you have some words with them? I mean, so
Oh
like
yeah.
what was the process like? They were just trying to see if you can utilize what you can provide.
To go and work at the Sphere.
Yeah.
It's one of the gentlemen that I did Cirque du Soleil with. He works for a company that does like the automation for the Super Bowl and rigging and
Okay.
all that fanciness.
Yeah.
And it's him and I have kind of come up through our baby days at Cirque when we were just kids.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey man, I need help on this project. And I've done it to him. I keep telling him as well. It's like as soon as I land $100 million show, I'm going to bring you out to do winches and automation for the film industry because there really is. We do a lot of hand pulling in stunts, and I think automated. There's a couple of rigging teams out there, 2-to-1 stage one stunts that have these computerized winches. It's the next technology we need to make stunts. You can make it repeatable. You could program the movement in 3 axes of your performer.
That's cool.
And I know the people who are doing it for Backstreet Boys and Rihanna, and it's as soon as I have a budget, I'm hiring you. And he
Dang.
says no, but I promise when I have a SAG budget, he'll say yes.
Right. Well, I mean, real quick, again, how was it meeting the guys? Because I mean, I'm a fan of Backstreet. I mean, I've seen them live a few times.
They were really nice.
Yeah.
It was surprising how you're not meeting them in that spectator entertainer setting. You kind of meet them as colleagues, which is a weird, and you're like, I am not at the level of you gentlemen, but they hop off stage and like, oh, we watched your guys' show tonight. I was like, I just watched you. And then it's just like a normal conversation. I think of again Owen Wilson. He played soccer with us at the Beatles Love.
Wow.
So we're warming up and we're playing soccer backstage, and they come in there like, Mr. Wilson, you need to get to your seat. Next point wins. Next point wins. And then when I worked with him on Onslaught, he's standing
Yeah.
there, and I was like, hey, I don't know if you remember this. Like 7 years ago, you were at the Beatles Love backstage, and we were playing soccer together.
Yeah.
And he remembered that, and it's just
Wow.
all entertainers going through these paths in the same direction.
Yeah. That's awesome, dude. Real quick, who else have you met?
I, I think the best one, and this is for my mom. When we were doing the Beatles Love, Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr
Oh,
came,
dude.
and they told us very clearly the stage is in the round, and they're like, stay exactly where you should be.
Yeah.
Don't move to them.
Yeah.
They stepped right in front of me.
Oh,
And just like I'm framing with my hands, they were like this.
yeah.
And the New York Times, the LA Times, everything, there's these two Beatles and then a big goofy guy behind them. And at one point, Ringo's like, I'm going to do a backflip. And I stepped forward and I was like, I'll spot you. And I like put my hands on Ringo and he like laughs about it. And then Paul McCartney's personal photographer mailed us all photos. Like if you were in the picture, they would send 6 copies to the show. And it's my mom's favorite picture. It's, her little baby of 3 boys hanging out with Paul McCartney. And my mom is still mad I didn't ask for their autographs, but yeah,
Hey, at least you got to meet them, right?
got to meet them. And yeah, it's kind of
Wow.
weird to think I used to have the White Album hanging up on my wall
Heck yeah,
as a
dude.
kid making short films. And then you're like, is that Yoko Ono walking down the hallway? Yeah. Huh.
Wow. That's awesome, dude. Incredible. Well, I mean, you're definitely blessed on this journey that you're on. I mean, just to go out and do that as much as, others wish they had that opportunity, or I mean, just for you to do it, you're living the dream, man.
I think I've been very blessed. The big one was my mom. It's She always had that. If you're gonna be a dog catcher, be the best dog catcher. And when I was like, I'm leaving Cirque, and she saw all my shows, and she goes, "What are you gonna do?" I was like, "Gonna do film." She goes, "Don't do little films. You better do the best films possible."
Wow.
And it's having that home base that I can call when I'm struggling,
Yeah.
and just, hey, you said you were gonna do this, do it, is really nice.
Yeah. Great support from your mom.
Great support from my mom. Stepdad was amazing, the same thing. And then I always think of myself like a spider web. I'm okay talent wise.
Yeah.
Do you need somebody who does audio? Oh, I know. And I have all these little webs going out of people who made pool toys look the way it did and are going to make the next one look amazing.
That's amazing, dude. Wow. That's good that you're very a man who wears different hats, and
I
different
think we
things.
have to be, right? I mean, you're doing the same thing. Who's mixing this interview? Who's going to cut it together? Who's emailing people? Who's doing the PR, the merchandising?
I wish I had merchandise.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like it starts somewhere.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
You've seen Hot Ones, right?
I have. Yes.
And
That
it's
movie,
a,
I mean, that show's good. Yeah.
a silly little idea that these people just, and in the beginning, it was five friends trying to make it work. And now they're selling Pringles.
Yeah. And they have their own hot sauce line.
Yep.
So wow, man. And that's the thing I want to, with Rhythm and Roads. Yes, there's so many podcasts, there's so many but it's just like just your story, man, is what really inspires so many. And yes, a lot of podcasts do have their, moments of sharing their story. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, well, I think I'm better than it's just look, this is Rhythm and Roads, and this is what it is, your journey, the inspiration behind it. And every story matters. So however it is different from the rest, that's for you to, judge and however you want to see it. But for me, it's like the journey continues and it's going to help one person to change their life. And that's what all matters, bro. It's just,
I think passion comes through.
yeah,
You know this because you go to all these film festivals. When you see an idea that somebody loves, you're
yeah.
like, oh, they cared about it. Like you can tell that tangible. And then we could also tell when they're doing the ninth remake of a movie that there's no passion there. It
Yeah,
was about the
right,
box office points. And
right.
then you go and watch something like Superman and you go, wow, Crypto was really good in that. And you learn James Gunn rescued a puppy who was destroying stuff. And
Yeah,
it inspired, and you're like, oh, that's why it reads so well, is it's
yeah,
actual, there's a reason behind it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I totally agree. There is a reason. And there's actually, before we close on this episode, yeah, there's been a recent blessing that I've been waiting for a long time. So hopefully it continues. But I just got a call yesterday, and I'm not gonna say nothing yet till it's kind of more insight. But I'm bringing on a celebrity music artist on an interview, but in person, we're gonna do some stuff that's gonna be very like, whoa, like he's up there, but like he's definitely up there, okay? But he's not like I'm not bringing on Justin Bieber or something, but this guy really um is someone that has worked with a lot of great music artists. He's done well for himself. He's a three-time Grammy award winner. But like it's one of those moments that when I got a call yesterday on some feedback of something I did, I was just really like, thank you. It took me so long just to wonder when it was going to be that moment to get a call or get that moment of like, hey, we recognize you, we see your work, and we want to collaborate. You know what I mean? So it's
It's,
that, yeah.
I'm waiting for Khalid on your show.
Hey man, if you know someone who can help me on that one, that's like, man,
He's an El Paso guy. He loves
I
El
know he
Paso.
is. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. I would love to bring him on, of course. Like I think I even reached out to someone else. Oh, um, I mean, I haven't heard back, of course, but cigarettes after sex
Yeah.
because they're from El Paso or the
Yep.
one guy's from El Paso. So I'm like, hey man, it'd be cool to bring you on. So I don't know, man, if you know anyone that knows Khalid or cigarettes after sex.
I mean, I'll keep pitching to all the film people as stuff's growing there. And if
Yeah.
if there's ever a stunt person that you're like, oh, I'm really interested. We have a friend, Justin Eaton, who is you always see, oh, that's Captain America. That's America's ass. He actually did that scene because he's got a better butt than Chris Evans, and he's been around forever. His wife owns a
Really?
gym here, and
Oh shoot.
these are people with this, like, you look at their IMDb's and they have 180 credits, and it's like,
Wow.
oh,
Wow.
you you know, and that's these are people again who help on our projects
Yeah.
and are doing the biggest things in the world and spending 6 months in Australia. So
That's amazing, man. What a dream. Yeah, dude. I mean, like I said, this platform's open, so whoever wants to come on and share, tell those around, hey, I just got off an interview with them in Rhodes. If you want to share your story, this is their Instagram. So,
I love it. Yeah. Like I said, I'll keep pushing that one out there. It would be fun. I know a lot of stunt guys who become coordinators who are moving on to second unit directors.
okay.
And that's that path. That's a fun one of somebody who's moved from hit the ground, tell some people how to hit the ground. Okay, write a story about how you should hit the ground.
Wow. Yeah. I would love to bring them on to hear that.
Yeah. I'll do that. I'll start reaching out to these people.
Yeah, dude. Now, your idea before we close, I am going to reach out to the coordinating director because actually I have his email and I was in touch with him for El Paso Film Fest.
Was it Carlos?
Carlos, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I could reach out to him and say, "Hey, what would it be like to kind of to start the festival off to have like some stunt action to, like to have
Depending on
something
how
that
much
looks
they
like a
want to do,
movie."
I will, depending on how much they want to do it, I could reach out to some other performers I know. And it's, I'm sure that's the thing is it makes it all, we get to do cool stunt stuff. You
Yeah.
could shoot it for that. And then El Paso goes, oh, now we could sit here and be like, hey, look, we had this car slide. Somebody got jerked. It
Yeah.
makes, and we're all, again, because we're all passionate about it. We all
Of
get to have fun
course,
with it.
yeah. But
Yeah.
that'd be cool to see, like the introduction to the El Paso Film Festival out in downtown or near it. They block off the streets, and then you guys are doing a stunt drive of a car, and then you know what I mean, just to start something cool.
It's funny because for the little intro we did for yours, where I was on the car, before the car thing popped up, we were going to build a fake wall and put your logo there, and I was going to get thrown through it. I was like, oh, that'd be great. And like get up and go, dust myself off and say the lines. And then someone's like, hey, you need to help us. And I was like, no, I'm going to strap myself to the car. That'll be better.
That's funny, man. Wow, okay. But that'd be an idea, right?
Yeah. I sign me up, whatever they need, just assume yes, and we'll make it happen.
Now, if because you mentioned you might be leaving right away out of town to go to the other film with Gretchen, is that going to be a problem if they want to do it? Because I don't know how much time consuming that is.
Gretchen and I both understand like career wise and stuff, and doing something live at a festival would be great.
Yeah,
So if it's, oh, we need to do that Sunday for the closing, we can make that happen.
I see. Yeah, that'd be yeah. I mean, I don't know if do you have his contact as well?
I have his email. I've emailed him once or twice.
Okay.
But our film's in the festival and you're
Yeah.
chatting with him. So I say we do something fun.
Let's see what he says. Or it doesn't hurt to ask, right? I mean, the worst they could say is no, but you
Yeah.
know, what doors that could open.
Yeah.
Well, my dude, I just want to say thank you for coming on Rhythm and Roads. Man, what a journey! Who you've met, the experiences of traveling around the world, the films you've been on. I mean, just man, you are a light of inspiration, and thank you for being that. Because it's just you have that to show us, like, man, like if I can do it, you can do some other stuff too. That get out there and just do something.
It's nice having platforms like Rhythm and Roads to share these on. So some kid at Gadsden High School can see this and go, oh,
Yeah,
I should just do what I want to do.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And that's the thing why I do this because one episode can really change that. Hey, I saw your story with, Jason and dang, it moved me to want to get into the film seriously. I want to be an actor or, you know what I mean?
And
Stuntman.
that's, I'm a kid from a dirt town who went and did Cirque du Soleil and am doing and it's very often I'll be standing there. I'm like, worked in Hawaii for 3 weeks last year, and it's how is this kid from Chaparral, New Mexico, out here in Hawaii?
That's amazing, dude. That's amazing.
Yeah,
All right, man. Well, for them to follow you on Instagram, what's your taglines?
my tagline is my duck food.
My duck food.
My
Yeah,
duck
I
food.
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Then you have an IMDb, or if they wanted to book you, you have a
I
website.
do. I do have an IMDb.
Okay.
All my contact information. I have a couple different agencies in different markets. Rep through there. Um, I'm in, like I said, I'm going to be in New Mexico soon, hopefully
Okay.
filming a project with my brother about Afghanistan, a little comedy thing.
Oh,
And
wow.
if anyone in New Mexico is interested in doing stuff, reach out and let's make things.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you so much, Jason, man, for coming on. It's been a pleasure getting to know you and your story, and congrats on your film premiering at the El Paso Film Festival. That's really cool, dude.
Thank you very much. I'll see
Pool
you there. Let's
toys,
do some
yeah.
stuff.
I never seen pool toys, but I'm looking forward to seeing it now.
It's a first film. It's a first film, but it's done, which is nice.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, thank you again for coming on. Thank you guys for watching. And for those that like to follow Instagram of the Rhythm and Roads, it's Rhythm and Roads Official. And of course, there's the YouTube channel of the Rhythm and Roads podcast. So if you'd like to come and share your story, are always welcome to come on Rhythm and Roads. So thank you guys for watching. We will catch you on the next episode.